Facebook. Go share that, please.
Right in the book of mask way.
Yo, you see us? Oh, I'm doing some crazy shit. Yo, what up? Welcome to the Shot Club. My name is Cheza.
Hey.
We have to the upper right, left.
Who
Upper
that?
right.
I guess it would be
You that.
you. Yes, sir.
It's what it says down in my lower left. Mo Little. No, there.
Yeah, in that space right there. Yep.
Still Mo Littles.
And the next one, like Trace. After Trace was like, "Yo, you can't say under nothing," so I'm not gonna be like the guy's under me. So it's gonna be like,
no. St. Jason.
And then,
what up?
Okay, he just jumped in. He said his thing, and then
Trying to say he's below you.
I'm not saying nothing. And the last one.
Underneath.
Last but not least, but always your favorite, Mr. Oh So Fly. What to do?
Bomb. So before we start off, you know how we start off. So everybody got their shots up.
Hey.
So listen, I'm taking a shot at the beginning and at the end. The rest is I'm doing drinking beer.
That's it.
That's a young man's game. I'm too old for this.
Cheza learned after week 1.
What is this shot to?
This is to never quitting, quitter.
Not quitting. I didn't quit. I cut down. There's a difference.
Same thing.
Never.
This is the covers.
And to balaclavas. But my shots are Jamaican rum, so that's my balance. That's my balance.
You got the biggest woes? Is that what you got? What you trying to say? You got the biggest woes right now?
So I was just watching the Facebook stream thinking I was on here, but there's a bit of a delay. So I was like, whoa, what's going on? Why am I not doing what I'm doing?
Yes, there is a delay. You will notice, yes, if you get to watch in there. But yeah. So how was everybody's week? How's everything going down?
Crazy. So I spent literally all weekend in this flipping, real estate flipping mastermind seminar.
Right.
Literally for like 10 hours yesterday and then like 9 hours today. Now I'm on another Zoom. I was on that Zoom for the past like 20 hours and now I'm on another one. That's all I've spent my time doing this weekend.
So are you a mastermind?
I'm getting there. I'm engulfed. Some game-changing shit.
That's that new lick, though. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but you hear a lot of people talking about real estate and stocks. Those are like the two biggest thing I hear nowadays.
And cryptocurrency.
Oh, cryptocurrency as well. Yeah.
One of
late to the game, though.
One of those things is not really like gambling.
Yeah. Real estate, as long as you know what you're doing, straight. Oh, as usual.
Hey.
What up, Renee? What up?
What up, Renee?
It's everything is a gamble. You just take some things you take less of a risk. You know, you play the slots, you play the tables. You know, which one are you playing?
Well, those are both actual gambling.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, more people are willing to go put the penny slots, right?
Yeah.
They're playing less. They to them it's less of a risk.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's all dependent on your risk tolerance.
Yeah. So where does this take you now? After these two long ass Zoom meetings.
Well, it's just like building on this is so I've been studying for my real estate license since like whatever it was, November. And at the same time I've been spending almost as much time learning up on real estate investment. So this is just adding to my education. and it was really motivating as well. That's a big part of it. It's a good community that I've joined, and like they really push you to take action. So I'm gonna start. I mean, I have been and I've made some offers, but now I'm gonna really start actually hitting it and making some offers and getting some property.
So how soon can I become Walter White? Walter Black. How soon?
Walter Ross.
How soon can I become Walter Black?
Walter Ross.
Walter Ross. You've never seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Walter White is Breaking Bad.
Right. So what kind of houses did he? Well, he did fumigating, but I'm not using fumigating. You would be selling houses. So then I could use those houses that you are selling.
To be fumigating?
No, I don't have to fumigate. The people will be moved out by then. Usually there's that time limit between someone moving out and someone moving in.
Yeah,
Mo
not
can get
nowadays.
me in.
Not necessarily nowadays. You wouldn't be able to set up anything, bro. I know what you're getting at.
Yeah, okay.
So no Walter Black.
No Walter Ross.
Unfortunate.
And that show sucked, by the way.
Anyways, that was my weekend.
If you want to talk about a show that sucked,
we'll wait till Wednesday or Thursday.
No, Defiant Ones. Defiant Ones. We're gonna talk about Defiant Ones. That shit was so boring. Like,
really?
We'll get into that.
Trace,
how was your week? Trace?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't hear you say Trace. Sorry. My week was a blur. My week was a blur. It's a blur. It's just all melting together.
Why?
It just is. It's just the routine. The work, home, store, mask, line. You know, it just all blends in together. Yeah.
Right.
How long did you wait in the mask line? How many masks?
Couldn't tell.
All right.
No, it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's the routine of like COVID is now getting to me because
it's just
I'm
annoying
essential.
now.
I'm out of the house. Out of the house, so it's like for those that are in the house all the time, I'm feeling what they're feeling now just because I've been out more. It's just, the routine's getting to me.
Well, we're hopefully moving along here shortly. Other areas are open now, so.
Yeah, but for how long? And what's the limitations?
Vaughn's open.
Right?
Vaughn's open. They are restaurants.
Everyone's rushed over.
Georgetown's open. Georgetown's like 10 minutes from Brampton.
Everywhere but us and Peel.
Yeah, it's so.
And Oshawa. Sorry, and Durham. I don't think it's open yet.
In Durham as well.
Pickering.
I don't know Durham, but
it's time to go back soon.
I just need to travel, man. I just need to get on a beach somewhere. Like
you can go to a beach.
But I also have to self-isolate for 14 days when I do that, right? I work not from home, so I can self-isolate, right? So unless I want to go, the Fandaglement around and go to Alberta and then sneak out from there and come back. But
there's a whole plot.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. You know what I mean? So
on that note, how was your week, David?
It's all right. It's all right. But
not just all right. Oh, okay.
I got to celebrate this.
What's that all about?
Please explain what that is.
So I got awarded from the Black Designers of Canada Award of Excellence. 100 people were awarded this. Not sure why I was picked.
Across Canada?
Across Canada. When I was looking at the recipient list, I'm like, there's some big names on here from designers that I know of, like fashion-wise. There's jewelry designers and designers of all aspects. I'm just happy that I was one of the people who was able to get one. I had no idea about the award, right? Okay. Again, like I said last week, Trace just sent me a message that I got a package. I went downstairs and I looked at it, and that was it, right? So
okay.
Congrats, that's awesome. So who put that out?
George Sully. He is a shoe designer.
Hey.
Sully Wong.
It was for him, not for drinking.
No, we know.
But yeah.
I know.
So if you ever heard of a shoe company called Sully Wong, right? George Sully is one half of that shoe company,
Okay.
and he's from Toronto, and he decided that he's going to put together this collective of Black designers to try and help push them to the forefront or get them grants and stuff that they wouldn't usually get for whatever reason. And he said, you know what? He's not even going to wait around to have people being recognized, because him being himself, his shoes are pretty good, pretty big shoes, but he's never gotten the recognition, right, in the industry as long as he's been in the industry. So he said he's going to start putting out these awards once a year to, pump those who deserve it. So whether
That's a good look still.
That's great. 'Cause
Definitely.
you don't wait for them. You build it yourself.
Yeah.
And you create that community that will support each other.
Yeah.
If
And
you
it's good to
build,
know that people are actually seeing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're just there doodling, doo-doo-doo-doo, and then all of a sudden this thing comes in. You're like, whoa,
bro. And I
You're
went
watching,
to
like, somebody's watching.
Went to the Instagram and I'm looking at the video that he made, right, to show, like, to highlight some of the designers that he's going to honor. And the man went through the entire Fly Crown Instagram and picked two of the most random pictures. One more recent, and one like one of my first 4 or 5 Instagram posts, and took those and put that in the video. Right, that was running on Breakfast Television just to see my stuff on different news media platforms.
yeah.
No one really knows that it's mine, but I could, for me to recognize it on major news sites, it just felt good, man. It was good.
Have you felt the growth at all?
Congrats.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let me get the. Where's my mouse? There it is. Hey. But yeah, yeah. Have you felt the growth from then, or?
I felt like I told you guys last week. Like I was kind of like
engagement.
Engagement. I have a bunch more followers. We'll see about anything more, but it's time for me to start working harder. That's all.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice to get that validation. You know what I mean? Like, good. It's a good little boost, and
yeah, man.
Help you keep it going.
Trust me.
Plus, you have an award.
When you're down in the dumps a little bit, like just a week before.
Yeah.
And then when you get this.
Oh, yeah, we just had this conversation. Should I keep going? Should I keep doing these things?
And it's right there. Like now you have it where you can just place on your shelf, your desk, whatever. That anytime you question,
right at the computer, man. Look at
anytime you question, it's right there.
Yep.
So, so David, were you doing what Cheza said you were doing when the award came? Just sitting upstairs.
Name that tune.
I'm the real black sheep.
Okay. Mo, you know where that's from?
I do now. I didn't know what you were doing at first.
Okay.
Me either.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh man.
But,
Chaz, how was your week?
Oh, week was all right. Nothing crazy. I got a new pop you would appreciate, David.
What's that?
One second. Hold on.
Can't see. There's too much glare.
Okay.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Okay.
That's dope. So they're really coming out with a wider array now.
Yeah, there's so many random ones, like little things you didn't even think of. Like this, when I saw somebody post it, I was like, yeah, I gotta get that one.
I'm still surprised at this obsession, man. Like,
because of things like this, bro. Like things like that. Like, where am I gonna get a figure of a Jean-Michel Basquiat? And I can just be like, there's my Basquiat. Like, I feel like Jay right now. Can you point at a Basquiat? No. Can you point at a Basquiat? No. I can.
Once you start,
right there.
once you start getting a few, you understand. It's like it's never ending.
Yeah, it all depends. Like,
and this one comes out.
we spoke about this.
I had to rein it in a bit, but
yeah. truthfully, you have to blame Mo for this.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you're your own man, bro. I can't blame you for that.
Nah, man, he put me on the game, and that's just like, you know what I mean? It's like being on the block, and then that man, like, he just gives you like a little thing, and you see how it sells, and you're just like, bomb. You gotta blame that man. Like, I know I sold it, but it's still his fault. I'm just saying, man. But yeah, outside of that, the week was pretty good. Nothing crazy. Regular, schmegler. I'm trying to think. I don't do anything, you know what I mean? Like, I sit at home, chill with the kids. My kids are nuts.
Mm-hmm.
My son's in his like I love daddy stage, so no matter where I go, he's right there beside me. 100%. Like, I move, he's looking at me like, where are you going? I'm just gonna go get a drink. Oh, and you're gonna bring me up? You're gonna bring it back for me? No, if you want some, come and get it. I don't want to go downstairs. What kind of like, we're not having this conversation, bro. You're like 2, you're like 3 years old. You know, this is how I talk to him, and he just look at me like, and then he follows.
Because he's you.
Yeah, man. But that's how I talk to him. Like, that's how you gotta talk to kids. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Like,
it's true though. If you talk to them like children, they'll act like children.
yeah.
Talk to them like an adult.
I don't want them to act like adult. I just want you to. It's sense. Like, just have sense. Like,
yeah, you talk to them like a human being, like a real person.
Yeah.
Little, oh, do you want something from the fridge?
yeah.
Why is that your kid voice?
I don't know.
Yo, actually, that is something everybody has. Everybody says they do not have a kid voice. And then you start talking to a kid and you don't even realize it till somebody says, so that's your kid voice. And you're like, oh, I do have one. I do have one.
I don't think that's mine, but
I hope so. I hope not.
I hope not. That was mad, like
That's just
that was
creepy as
mad,
hell.
like Hansel and Gretel, witch gingerbread house kind of. Do you want to go in the oven? That was what that both sounded like.
All right, I think it's about time. The timer goes up. What up, Tony?
Hey, Tony.
What up, Tony?
Tony, what up?
But 3, 2, 1.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh my God, what am I doing?
I don't know. You said
Okay.
you took a beer.
I'm taking a sip of this shot because I poured too much.
Okay. So what's
All right.
this to?
To congratulations to you, bro.
Award winning.
Oh yeah,
Respect.
award winning. If you guys need to find where this award winning clothing is, go to flycrown.ca. Do you sell the balaclava on there?
No, it's not about balaclava.
I know.
Ski mask.
The ski mask. But is it on there?
No,
Okay.
I have toques on there. Ski mask. I'm going to be dropping for the next one.
Okay.
I'm working on.
Hey, I saw some of them new designs.
Doing proper campaigns and stuff. You know what I mean? Like getting videos and stuff done before stuff hits the website and stuff like that. Finally found some hit it with the packaging, man. Shout out to Wong. Wong has done some custom artwork for the boxes, and we're gonna work on the bags next. Hit it. It's a perfect blend between the hip hop culture and fashion. I love it, man. It's perfect.
Oh,
Cool.
Tony says,
Shout
good
out
to
to
see all
Wong,
of you
man.
together.
Good to see
Right?
you.
We're not together, but we're
As together as we can be, I guess.
know?
It's good. It's
But yes.
good to be back.
Talking about back. Young Jamaican youth. He's back out the system.
Shout
You guys
out
might know
Shmurda.
him as Bobby Shmurda. The man is out. He finally has, after how many years? 7 years? Did he do the full 7?
Love him.
7.
years. No, 6 years. Was it 6?
No,
I think he said
7.
6 and he came out early because he said Quavo held him down for the whole 6 years.
He can't count, bro. He also couldn't stop snitching on himself. So
So it goes. But yeah,
and he's probably not even counting the time that he was locked up pre-trial.
beforehand. Oh yeah, so Bobby is out.
Bobby's out. Does this put an end to the rat game?
Did you say rap game or rat game?
Rat game.
It depends how much they support him, right? Like,
well, that's an interesting take. Charlemagne was talking about how he wants to see what's going to happen. Are people going to celebrate this? You know, people talk all this shit about, you know, the code and all this. Are people going to celebrate now that he stuck to it? Or is it worth it? What he said was, is it worth keeping it real?
Right. From what I see, the Hot Boy song went like gold as soon as he came out.
Right.
And another song or album, like the album that was on.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I understand, but they're saying because with Tekashi when he first came out, it was that music that got pushed, right? Like whatever he had out, it blew up. So if we're comparing the Tekashi and Bobby, it's almost on that. It's on that track where as soon as he came out, that shit got popular. Now it's the next thing is if he drops a video next week, is it gonna hit 1 million in 24 hours like Tekashi did? You know what I mean? Right. If he does a live, is he gonna have over 1 million viewers like Tekashi did?
But he's not that guy to do a live, so I don't see that happening. But I want to see where it happens if he drops some music, right? Like if you go on Apple Music, Trace, if you guys go on Spotify, if I'm on Tidal, and I see Bobby Shmurda, right? Are people going to click on that album and listen to what he put out?
Listen, I was a Bobby fan before, so I'm gonna listen to it because Bobby just reminded me of like a fun Jamaican kid, bro. Like every time I seen him, I was just like, that kid looked just like he looked like a funny guy. Like you'd kick it around him and you'd tell jokes, but that there's that other side. Like everybody has that other side,
right?
So whenever I saw him, I was like, yo, I'm supporting him, and he's a young Jamaican, like.
So you were checking for his music before all this?
Before all this, yeah. I was listening to Bobby because I was just like, I have that bias. If you're Jamaican, I'm going to support you. Like that's
why do you think that he had an impact that so many people care right now, and so many people cared when he went away? What was his impact?
First of all, that Shmurda dance is fire.
One. That's one. Then the talk
dance is fire. But he's also real. No, that's not it, Emma.
Oh, okay.
That's not it. No, that's not it. I gotta figure out this pointing thing. Like I can't.
I know.
But nah, like he was a real rapper. He's a real artist. Like he stupidly spit what he was doing too early. He didn't understand like lies and stuff. Like keep that stuff silent. But he's a real artist, right? Like people could feel that connection to, like he wasn't faking it.
Right.
I don't know. Like I can't name another song from him.
But Bobby, he dropped that song and got locked up.
No, he dropped that and then he dropped the EP.
So why do we care?
And then he got locked up. Because he had that energy, and truthfully, like I believe he was the start of the whole New York drill sound of like going that way. Because right after he left, Tekashi took his lane, and then there was somebody else who they kept saying, "Yo, you need to pay respect to Bobby because what you're doing is Bobby Shmurda shit."
But what's Bobby Shmurda shit?
For New York,
I know wasn't his beat.
It wasn't his beat, but it's just that drill vibe of in New York. I'm not just saying drill altogether. Like we know Chicago and all them that like they've had it, but for New York, he's the one that brought it. So like people like Tekashi could run with that. You know what I mean? I think that was a big thing with Tekashi when he started. They're like, why are you taking Bobby's whole? Oh, Young Ma, she took it too. Like that Bobby flow, that Bobby vibe.
Well, that was around the same time, right?
She came out. He was locked up when she came out. But that's the thing. Like he started that. So when you see people using it, you're like, shit, man. Like Bobby was already like that wave before they even came.
That beat stayed hot for like years.
Years. That dance.
Yeah.
Like. So
I can't count how many times I've been into a club and that song came on and everyone got lit like it was the first time they heard it.
Yeah.
Right? So.
And if you listen to the song, sorry, go ahead.
I like see what happens though when he drops something new, right? But he's also trying to be like I've seen a bunch of videos of him in clubs and whatever being on his utmost P's and Q's, right now. So let's see what happens.
You saw the video with the girl. She tried to hand him a drink.
Mm-hmm.
The man's like, nah. Showed her the bottle of juice. He's like, I'm good. Like, but just the fact that they're allowed in the clubs right now still blows my like.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are in the club chilling, like.
I just
with
find
no cares.
He's a unique. It's a unique like case because he obviously had an impact because it's been 7 years and people care. You know what I mean? People are happy to see him out.
Definitely.
And that's without much of a catalog. You know, well, it must speak to like you said, he just seemed like a real one. People could feel his authenticity, and I guess the fact that he played it the way he did and kept it real, you know, showcases that. But it's interesting that he's able to come out to fanfare like this. But I guess what Charlamagne was saying was not about are people going to stream his music? Are people, because a couple of people showing up here be like, here's 50 G's, here's 100 G's. You know what I mean? How many people are really going to celebrate him and be like, you did good here, you know, we got you.
Yeah. You kept it real.
She came out to a $10 million contract.
Exactly. Bobby is still signed to whichever label he was signed to. But they did. Yeah, they did confirm that. No, they didn't dissolve it. Which is weird because when he was going in, I remember hearing something about them like either letting him go or not supporting him in his whole case. They're like, we're not bailing you out, we're not doing shit. But I assumed that it came with like we're dropping you, but I guess they didn't drop him. So the news was out.
Someone talked him out of it.
It's Sylvia Rohn, whichever label she's the head of. It's her label, but they didn't drop him, so they still have him. So they better hit this running. Like, yo, I'm about to like Bobby just like made a new song title for me, 20 pounds of oxtail. Mm-hmm. They said when he came out, they're like, what does this guy want? This man said, I want 20 pounds of oxtail. Yo, tell me that's not a celebration. Like, if you get 20 pounds of oxtail, you know you're about to celebrate with everybody, you know. Yo, that's a song title.
He's eating for himself right there, too. On top of that.
20 pounds?
That's 7 years worth of oxtail, bro.
For real, though. For real, like.
That's 7 years worth of oxtail, bro.
But I found out funny.
That's like 2 point something pounds per year that he's locked up, B.
20 pounds. Let's go.
I did the quick math.
Well, yeah. But 20 pounds oxtail, like really, like picture it, like picture how much that is. Like when I heard that, I was like, holy shit. Like
I might have to place an order. That guy, I might have to place an order for that for some oxtail. Oh yeah, you don't eat oxtail.
I don't eat oxtail, but
no, this guy doesn't
listen,
eat oxtail.
If I walked into a place and they had 20 pounds of oxtail because a brethren came out of jail, sorry, I'll take a bite. I'll take a bite. 20 pounds? Come on now. That's crazy.
That's a lot.
That's crazy.
You're saying a lot there.
And if you're not getting wholesale pricing?
You see, like
oxtail's expensive, bro.
I know. That's why I'm so stuck on it. Like, I'm like, that's celebration. Like, that is celebrating. Like, people don't understand. Like, 20 pounds of oxtail. Like, Mo made me think of it. It came off of what's it called? Breakfast Club. Charlamagne's like, he's so Jamaican, and I was like, he is. Like, like damn, 20 pounds. Lola, that's expensive as fuck. So, do you guys think he's gonna drop music soon, or should he chill? Should he wait?
Well, he needs to drop music.
Should be dropping something. He should have.
He's dropping something right now.
Yeah. Because what's the name hasn't dropped anything yet either, right? Rowdy Rebel.
Who?
Rowdy, the other one he went in jail with, his friend. He came out earlier, and he's supposed to be dropping a song with Funk Flex, I believe.
That's the worst thing he could ever do, because now he's just gonna have a shit beat with a shit executive producer and not go anywhere. Shout out Papoose, who learned a lesson hard.
Oh, that was K-Slay though. We can't say the same thing.
Same shit, bro. Same shit. K-Slay, Funk Flex.
I don't think Funk Flex had ever had an artist.
Trash. He has no.
Hold on.
Trash.
Did Funk Flex ever have an artist?
Not a rapper.
Who?
Not a rapper. Yeah, the singer.
Who?
Yvette Michelle.
Oh.
Flex.
Trash, bro.
That was a while
Yvette
ago.
Michelle.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
There's some guys that just shouldn't be. Listen,
That song was dope.
If anyone's learned their lesson from K Slate, from Funk Flex, it's DJ Khaled. You don't need an artist. You just need to produce a hot beat and get artists to rap on it and put it out on your own tape. This is where Funk Flex and K Slate keep failing. You can't manage artists. You don't know how to make a record for another artist. Just make a record. That's all. Just make a record. I feel sorry for that guy because that's the worst signing he's just done.
I don't think he signed with Funk Flex. It was just like
came out of prison and got hustled out of prison.
Funk Flex was like pretty much like, I think he's gonna jump back on making an album again. So his first single was gonna be the one with Rowdy Rebel. I keep mixing their names like Roddy Rich and Rowdy Rebel.
Yeah, because that was the whole thing, right? Rowdy was supposed to get 12, and he was supposed to get 5, and so they split the difference.
Yeah,
because Shmurda said, "Don't give him all that weight.
Yeah,
give me some." Right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's another reason why people respect it because it said, "Don't give him all that weight. I'll take some of that weight."
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Who have you ever heard say, "Give me extra years so my friend could do less"?
Do less, and they both do the same amount of time.
I think he did it for the oxtail.
He did it. You saying Rowdy had some oxtail ready for him when he came out?
No,
Rowdy,
he's like, if I do this, I get out, I get 20 pounds.
That's what he sees Roddy later on. He's like, Roddy, I told him I'll take more time, but you got to promise me 20 pounds of oxtail when we get out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah. Do we have a buzzer or no?
No. Where's Trace? Trace supposed to be the buzzer because we well past 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we are. So
yeah, 30 minutes in.
And we only did 2 shots?
Yeah.
Oh, this is horrible. 3, 2, 1.
Hey.
Yo, I think this is the 20 pounds of oxtail.
To 20 pounds of oxtail. That's how you celebrate.
That's how you celebrate. Trace over there quiet as hell. He's like a church mouse.
I feel like he's
giving
in
us
a room. He's not allowed to talking. So like all his talking is like
I'm not eating no animal's ass.
You're not eating the animal's ass. It's a tail. So you eat an animal's titty, but you can't eat an animal's tail?
Hold on. Did Jamaicans eat it like groceries?
Yes.
The oxtail is groceries.
No, oxtail is not groceries. Oxtail is a tail. And if you don't want anything close to
oxtail when you go out for groceries.
And if you don't want anything close to the bati, then you just get the smaller pieces of oxtail. That's the furthest away.
Okay. So I have a question for you guys.
I'm going to dish out a bunch of oxtail for you. Just get the smallest pieces I can find and put it in your plate, all right?
As long as you know where those are from.
No, I don't want no small tail.
So you want no small tail?
So quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
I was listening to Cash Money this weekend. And I realized something that went over my head a long time ago.
What that?
You know, all of their names are based off of children.
Huh?
So Juvenile. Lil Wayne. Lil Turk.
He was short too.
Baby Gangsta.
BG. Baby Gangsta. And then Baby
Gangsta.
Well, they were kids. I mean, Baby wasn't, but they were kids.
They were all kids, but it's just thinking that all their names are actually based off being kids. Like kids, like Juvenile, Lil Wayne, Lil Turk, BG, which is Baby Gangsta. Yeah. And then there's Baby, named Baby.
They were the hot boys.
And well, that's
another
I didn't put it. But it's just that's kind of crazy to me. I was like, that's weird. I don't know. Did you guys ever notice that before? Have you ever noticed that before? Or?
No.
Nah, but it makes sense.
What's crazy to me is DMX's level of disrespect. That's crazy to me.
What did DMX do?
Huh?
What did DMX do?
You didn't watch the Drink Champs interview with him?
I watched it. I think I know the part you're talking about, but it definitely didn't sound like you fixated on it either.
Nah, because it's like a quick moment.
Hold on, break it down.
So they're asking DMX, out of all the 90 that he's ever gotten in his life, right? Which nationality was the best, right? Okay. So he's saying Indian has the best 90 ever, right?
Indian for like India, East Indian?
Yeah. Okay. And then he goes, he's trying to tell a story of, how he knows this. And he broke it down that he was trying to talk up to this girl in Toronto, right? And then he's like,
Toronto girls always.
He's like, yo, Toronto has every girl that you could ever want from every nation in the world, right? The best girls all over. He says this in one breath, right?
Right.
Then he goes, but they stupid as hell up there. Everyone in Toronto is super tarded, is what he said.
Did he give a reason why?
Like,
he paused and he's like, nah, fuck that. He's gonna say no disrespect, but nah, fuck that. And then friggin' fat face Nori goes, they don't deserve no respect. He goes, everyone in Toronto is super tarded. Everyone in Toronto is stupid as hell. And then he continued on with his story. And I'm like, did this guy just like compliment the city and then diss everybody all in one breath?
So he said he loved Toronto girls, but they're super tarded.
No, not just Toronto girls super tarded. He's like, everyone in Toronto is super tarded.
Well, I want to know why. Why did they they didn't have somebody there to actually question them, to be like, why do you think of like Toronto people like that? But
I don't understand. Like, this man almost got kidnapped in Angola. Didn't say nothing bad about the people of Angola.
Well, he almost got kidnapped in Angola. Like, I ain't gonna talk about somewhere that almost kidnapped me.
But also, but how the man gonna talk about who's super tarded when you running around pretending like you're law enforcement trying to pull people over because they don't respect your car, bro?
Honestly, I can tell you that's a widespread thought of Americans. That's why when Americans come to Toronto for Caribana, like, Mo, when Toronto people come to Sudbury? They can be the lowest of the lowest in Toronto, like getting girl-wise. They can be lowest of the lowest. Like, they don't get girls in Toronto. But because they go to Sudbury and say they're from Toronto, they can get some of the best girls in Sudbury.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's how Americans treat Toronto and Caribana. You know what I mean? Like, but those Toronto guys take those Sudbury girls like idiots. Like, they're just like country bumpkins. Like, they're over there. Like, they have no clue what's going on. You know what I mean? That's how Americans look at us when they come here. Like, they come to Caribana, they run through the girls, and they're like, the girls are easy. All I got to do is tell them I'm American.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell them American. I hit them with a dead ass. And she's like, oh, shit, you from New York? Boom. And that's what they come for. So that's what they think of Toronto girls, because Toronto girls, panties drop when they hear American.
So was he framing it in a way that he was just talking about girls? Even though
he's also framing it because the way the story continued, apparently he was taking some guy's girl, and the way he was breaking down the story and he's describing the dude. It's an Indian dude. And the way he's describing the dude, you can tell that the dude's from Brampton. Right? And he don't represent Toronto, bro. Like the dude from Brampton, he don't represent Toronto. Like, the guy was crying, trying to get his girl back and all this stuff. Like, first of all, just chalk it up. You lost your lady to DMX for the night. Just chalk it up.
Yeah. Right? Like let roll with that. Let him have it. Be like, yo, you know what I mean? Don't cry about it. Like,
yeah, bro. And the fact that he's talking about that, I'm like, yo, me and my cousin looked at this like, yo, this guy, he is describing someone from Brampton, right? Because like, there's no way like an Indian man who's from Regent Park or Jamestown or
Just crying about it.
Lemo or Malvern
Or the Rex,
is
or the
acting
Rex.
that way, right?
Right,
Well,
Trace?
I did say Jamestown. If you were from Rex, you would have known that though.
No, I just like to put the name out. Like, I don't like when you just call the borough. Like, call the whole city. Like, the whole Rexdale.
Is
Not
that,
just one part,
is that
man.
Trace? Is that what you got from what he just said?
He doesn't have to get anything from me.
You still looking for the reason, right? You still looking for
He
it?
doesn't have to
Wait a
get anything
second.
from me.
Hold on. Yo, David, did you just peep what he said?
Yeah.
I know what I said. I said
You
borough
mean it?
and city.
You call Rexdale a city?
It is,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a big city. It's an X
No.
city. See,
It's
y'all
not.
don't know. Y'all,
It's a town.
I'm even
It's a
talking
town.
about y'all. No,
It's
B.
not a city. It's a town.
I know what a town is. There's way more people in Rexdale than the towns I know. You guys can act like it's a town. It is not a
It's
town.
a township, bro.
I know a town. I
Just
know
like
what a town
Weston.
looks like.
It's a township,
I
bro.
know what a town looks like. Rexdale does not look like a town.
Yeah, bro. Just like Weston, Rexdale's a township, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Nope. I don't believe in that. All of a sudden, you guys want to follow the government. I see how you
Yo,
work.
your Sudbury
I
showing.
see
Right?
how you work. I see how you guys work.
Your Sudbury showing.
No, your government shills. I see how you guys work. Cool.
You're ridiculous, bro.
2 shots of 2 shots of rain. What do you want from me? Like, the worst part is
man.
the last shot. I forgot that I was supposed to like sip it.
I hope you ate first.
Oh, definitely did. Had some nice fish and shit. Fish and rice
I hope
and
you ate
peas and
first.
thing. Yo, I did.
Fishtail?
Do you have 20
Salmon.
fish oxtail?
Salmon. It's a good
Yeah, from
salmon.
Fishkill,
No tail. No tail.
Yo,
But
when
yeah.
you fry up the fish, the tail's nice, bro. I'm talking.
It is. It's all crunchy and shit, but I just feel weird eating a tail. Like, what I look like? Rasta don't eat tail. I lie?
I swear.
Yo, I'm lying.
We make,
Yo,
yo,
actually,
Jamaicans make it so hard for people to eat food, eh? Like, I swear to God.
oh man, but it's true, right? Rasta don't eat tail. Like, that's how it goes. Like, don't act like it's not true.
But they eat pork in a chicken box, though.
Pork and a chicken. Well, I don't know what kind of ones you know. But don't bring that around me. Like, I don't know them. I don't know them ones. Like,
So Cheza, you said you didn't like a certain show.
yeah, let's get into the defined ones. Like, yo, getting into it was very boring. I think I'm just like at a stage where I'm just not really into documentaries.
Hold on. Let's take a shot first.
Yeah. Let's before I get into defined ones.
3, 2, 1. Hey!
Sorry, I forgot to press the button.
Reactions are
Hey,
horrible.
I was trying to go for the banner and shit,
Do
but
the
it
button.
didn't work out.
Do it all. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Hey!
Again, I forgot the banner. Sorry, guys.
Hey!
There So, do you guys already take your shot?
Hey. Yeah, that sound effect sounded dope.
All right. So,
These shots are hurting me so much. I'm not even double tapping anymore.
bro, it's not
This
professional.
isn't. Go, keep going.
It's not professional. So, no, you're talking about the defiant ones.
At all.
And how
Oh.
it took you long to get it.
All right. This is why you guys are all looking at me attentively. Thank you. So, defiant ones.
And
It was
I
boring at
needed to
first.
see. I needed to see that documentary.
Okay,
Did
but
you?
you like, did it just come on Netflix? Is that why?
I think so.
No.
Because it was on.
I didn't see it before. I haven't seen it on there
No,
before.
no.
So.
It was on Netflix
No.
for a while. I remember
Yeah.
people talking about it for like a while now. Like, I just was never interested. Like, in watching the fight ones, it was pretty much, it felt like watching Straight Outta Compton for a lot of it. You know what I mean? Because the whole Dre story was going down that line.
Yeah, but there's things that I never paid attention to because they weren't, when I was growing up listening to the music, they weren't a focus for me. So I didn't pay attention to the back end of certain things. Like DOC's story was new to me. I didn't ever pay attention to DOC.
Yeah, the details of that, I didn't know. I knew it was a car crash, but like when they said the details, like his teeth were in the tree, I was like,
right,
this guy is like, even though his voice is fucked up, he's lucky to be alive. Like,
yeah, bro,
just alive.
And they graft him back together based on what they're saying, like in a way that he should have looked more fucked up than he actually was. Right?
Yeah. Looking at him now, even he looks
in
normal.
Like 19. What was it? 1990.
Yeah.
Around yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
What was it in 1990 that happened? So they were able,
I believe
they were able to patch him back in 1990, looking in like himself. That's crazy.
That means he had good money at that time because this is America as well, right? America, you got to pay to get the shit done. So to get the shit done as well as he did, either he foot the bill or his label had to foot that bill.
Well,
so regardless,
the label was Ruthless, right?
It was Ruthless, yeah. It was Ruthless with Priority, I believe.
I don't know if it was Priority, but the fact that it was Priority.
I believe
Priority distributed them.
Or Ruthless.
Yeah, that's still a good feat, right? To be able to cover that cosmetic surgery, right, on top of the initial surgery.
Yeah.
Right after putting out how many records?
I mean, no, it was just the one album. His one, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. How many records? There's that one album.
It was that single where he was in the car, right? That's nuts. You know what else stood out to me? Even though I was like, it started off slow, there was like little things that caught to me. Yo, JJ Fad, I've never heard of them before.
What?
I heard the name, but I've never heard them until I saw the video.
What?
And I was like, yo, these girls are spitting like that one part of the episode where it goes for the one girl and then the next girl jumps in.
You've never heard Supersonic?
I know these songs. I don't know them. Like, I don't know them. Like Supersonic, when I heard them do that, I was like,
Have you?
But JJ Fad, like from the video,
do you?
Nah, man, I didn't pay attention. Like, oh, I seen. But go ahead, Trace.
You ever heard third Run the Jewels album? You big on third Run the Jewels?
No, I know Run the Jewels. I've not listened to Run the Jewels.
Okay, Killer Mike uses a bit of the Supersonic in one of his verses on that album.
Like flow wise,
like
Killer Mike's flow.
They're like a one-hit wonder, but kind of, yeah. Like it was like maybe like 4 bars where she goes when she does the I'm the super lama duma lama luda. It sounds like he's just spitting gibberish.
Yeah.
That's the part of Supersonic.
Okay. Now with those girls, did Dr.
Like
Dre?
It's a big tune. Like it was. Yeah. It was a big
Did they
tune.
write themselves? Like did they write it themselves?
Eazy-E brought them in. They wrote themselves.
So why didn't they ever get bigger or more known, or even in that conversation of women who can rap?
Because you put them out as a forefront to get a commercial buzz. It might have just been
the style of that time.
Not even just that, though. You put them as a commercial buzz, and then you don't focus on them after you drop the NWA album, right? And then after the NWA album, right, before you drop a second one, and then your whole label blows up, right?
Yeah.
No one was really checking for them label-wise, so where do they go? They try to just die in the wind.
Well, also, nobody was really checking for, like, label-wise, weren't checking for anybody.
Right.
That's why they created Ruthless.
Right.
So they were just collateral damage in the whole shit.
Yeah.
And them learning the game type shit.
Exactly.
Because they could have got money still 2 ways instead of, well, NWA money was a lot, so there's no knocking just focusing on one, but I don't know. It made me like, I was about to go back and start listening to their shit again.
Did you like it?
The whole thing, like, I'm not a big Jimmy
Iovine
fan, but watching that documentary kind of made me want to sympathize with him a little bit. You know what I mean?
Nah, they didn't ask the big question. I forget which album it is.
They would never ask those questions, right? No. They just wanted to see his process and moving from here to there. Like I
don't know how hands-on he was.
I found it very intelligent that he took this song from this person and gave it to this person, and then took this song from this person and gave it to that person, right? To make and the way that he made it work, right? Because he could hear.
You talking about the one with Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty? That one.
Stevie Nicks, Tom Petty, Springsteen, Tom Petty, right? Like you took a song from Springsteen,
as you talk about. Sorry,
like those are some, and the songs that they took were some major songs.
Yeah.
Right. Huge songs, but I honestly, after hearing those songs, I couldn't hear that original person who wrote it singing that song. It doesn't. It won't sound the same. It's not going to be the same impact.
Well, that's what they're saying about the Tom Petty song, right? When Tom Petty was doing it, he was like, it sounds like a bluesy, like down track.
Yeah.
But he's like, when I hear it, I hear a girl's voice in a pop tune.
Right.
So he's like, that's when I brought it to him, and I was like, you gotta give it to Stevie. Like, give it to Stevie and let her knock it out.
Yeah.
And then they did the collab track. But yeah, no, his shit was was interesting as well. But I guess it was just like it started off slow. Like when I first was starting it was like a lot of the history that I already knew for Dr. Dre. But in the end, it really felt like this was just a big Beats by Dre commercial.
Yeah.
Because in the end, the biggest thing, it was just like, it was pretty much, how did we get the Beats by Dre? This is how I felt when I watched the end. I was like, oh, I see how you did that. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Like, I love how we learned. Go ahead.
I love how.
Go ahead, Trish.
I love how Tyrese was the villain from like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes in, he's the bad guy.
But it's for real though. Tyrese was ODing, but Dre should have had him hushed. But they were drinking. They were having. Let's be serious. If we're all in a party, and I'm like, yo,
they wouldn't.
Not even me. If David's like, yo, I'm about to sell Fly Crown for $1 billion. I'm sorry, we might go live right there and then. Like, we might have to go live right there and then. I'm sorry. Like, you're not gonna tell me you're selling this for $1 billion and I gotta sit here and just look at myself like, nah, man. The world's gotta know.
That's why I can't say nothing, man. Like, because I know about this award from last week, right?
This is why.
But I couldn't say nothing because this is exactly why, right?
That's me. You say something like.
Because I saw Trace and I wanted to tell Trace so bad, bro. And I'm like, nah, I can't. I got something to tell you, but I can't tell you because we're gonna go live. You're gonna be drinking, and I can't say nothing until the Wednesday, and you're gonna fuck this up. So I'm not gonna tell you, right? Like, Dre should have known better, bro. Like, Tyrese's mouth runs all the time.
That's the thing too, and he was right there with him. He didn't try to stop him. He was just like.
What do you think was going to happen last week if he started talking? I was going to say...
In that video, Dre looked like he knew, like, Tyrese is the guy who runs his mouth. Like, there's no stopping him. You just got to sit here and smile and let him run. Like, and then he was like, he said the billion shit, and he was just like, fuck it. Like, let's run with this. Yeah. Let's go.
And then he started crip walking. I'm like, man.
Yeah. Almost fucked the whole thing up.
Almost. Like, how do you smooth that over with Apple now? Because they don't want their business out like that.
Yeah.
So on the low, do you think Tyrese was hating? No. He was like, "You about to get $1 billion? Fuck you, nigga! You ain't get $1 billion. I'm about to fuck this shit up for you." And then you threw up the damn camera.
Maybe
he knew what he was doing.
Drinking and not thinking.
Jody knew. Jody knew what he was doing.
I will say that. I will say this though. One of Tyrese's biggest hits is not on Apple Music. Maybe that's why.
Which hit? What, Sweet Lady? Not Sweet Lady? Is it Black Tie?
No, not Sweet Lady. No. It's the one when he's on the bus.
Oh, the Coca-Cola song.
First one.
The Coca-Cola song. That's all. That's the only way. I don't
Lady?
actually know that. I don't know that. No, Sweet Lady wasn't on the Coca-Cola bus.
No, not Sweet Lady.
That is the Sweet Lady.
Was Sweet Lady? Sweet Lady
That
was
is
in the
Lately.
commercial.
Lately.
Yeah.
Oh no, Sweet Lady. No,
It is
but
Sweet
lately,
It was Sweet Lady. Okay.
yeah, but lately isn't on it. Sorry, lately isn't on it.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yes, but I'm saying lately is the song I was thinking of. It's not on there. So maybe it's weird, right?
Maybe he's hot. Maybe he's upset. So it goes sometimes. You know what I mean?
When is Tyrese not upset, man? Tyrese is a very emotional individual. He needs a hug.
Well, yeah. What do you guys think of this Defiant Ones? What do you guys get out of it?
Like honestly, if you ain't willing to take a risk on yourself, then just don't bother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everything both Dre and Jimmy did kept taking that risk because Dre could have sat there in comfort, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, right? Playing the same music, DJing the same bull, right? Trying to fit into that disco kind of hip hop era, right? And gone nowhere. Like we wouldn't know Dr. J, we wouldn't know Snoop, we wouldn't know Tupac, right?
Well, like
reading this right now as well. So
how's that?
I don't like the way it's written, but I'm gonna read it regardless. I'm gonna finish it regardless. I don't like the way the guy wrote it. It's weird. Like it's like obviously just like a white guy who
is it unauthorized?
I don't know. It says the biography, so that's what I thought too. I thought maybe it wasn't, but it seems like it actually was. I don't know. It's written like not like
it's not. It doesn't sound like it's in his voice.
Like a journalist who had never met somebody but was writing about them and trying to make it fucking relate and correlate, but it doesn't. I don't know. But I'm gonna go through it anyways, just because.
You know,
there was something I thought that was
Go.
interesting. There's something I thought that was interesting about the documentary. There was a point in time when Jimmy Iovine was really going hard against earbuds, and they kind of glossed over that. The fact that they did the deal with Apple surprised me because they were talking about, the whole thing was beats.
The noise canceling thing?
Beats versus everybody, pretty much. But our quality is so much greater. Not just
greater than the earbuds,
because they were saying MP3s. It was early.
Yeah.
No. It was MP3s, and just the way that when you convert something to an MP3, you're lowering the quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I remember Jimmy Iovine talking about how, Apple is putting, you got these iPods and you can fit this many songs, but the quality isn't good. And then they did the deal with Apple, and I was like, okay, so you guys are good with it as long as they can fork over the money to buy your company.
Or maybe his company fixes that problem.
But the thing is, there wasn't really, you didn't see where it's like Apple versus Beats and this is how we made it. It was something that was just kind of glossed over. I found it funny that D Barnes was in there too.
Yeah,
they didn't
but
gloss
he did
over
a big part. Yeah, they didn't gloss over, but he did a big apology part where he spoke about it and he was like upfront and clear about it. So I guess that's what she really wanted to hear, right?
Yeah,
because that was her biggest issue with
wasn't
Straight Outta Compton, because she was like, why did exactly, and that's what she had an issue with. So I figured this is his way of fixing that up, getting her to stop talking and leave Straight Outta Compton alone, type thing. You know what I mean?
And the shit about Monster was crazy.
Do the same for Mission Lake.
Her voice isn't big enough.
Because wasn't Monster part of it originally? Didn't Monster develop the technology or something?
Yeah. Monster was the first ones that they brought Beats to.
And then they got cut out, right?
Yeah, Monster got cut out. Then that whole 50 thing happened. Whole bunch of whole shit. Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna ask a question. Insane what David was saying about with Jimmy Iovine and him pushing like to do shit yourself. There was a part where Tom Petty was saying it was easier being at that young stage because that's when when you're young at that age, you're just free. Like you just have that super freedom.
Yeah.
So do you feel that even at the ages we're at now, that still helps push and motivate you? As in, you still got to bet on yourself. You still have to bet on yourself.
You have to, but like, I can't remember who it was that said it about Jimmy. He's willing to just forget everything he's learned and everything that's been successful for him to get to this point, right? He's willing to scrap all of that and go this direction because he feels more strongly for this direction that's going to be successful.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's willing to take the left side of the path instead of the right side he's always been taking, right? Because he knows this side is going to work right now, or he feels this side is going to work right now. So I feel like we got to really trust our gut, trust our instincts, and you can't be scared to do something. So if you feel if you feel a certain hook may not work on a song, right? And that's just because you're scared to do it. You should just try to do the hook.
Right.
Right. You never know how it's going to sound out. Right.
And that's on a lower level, but even on a higher level, absolutely, you have to like believe in yourself and bet on yourself and invest in yourself if you want to actually do whatever it is that you aspire to do. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheel.
100%. You're a hamster on that wheel if you just do the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah. And most people won't do it. Most people won't do it.
No.
So.
Like that's one reason why I was looking at it. I'm like, yo, we should all watch this. I don't know. Like, I didn't know you watched it before, Emo.
Yeah.
But it was a good documentary, man.
I liked it a lot. This guy asks a question, then goes off and has a conversation.
It was a really good watch.
No, I'm still listening to everything. This guy is like, Daddy, why is it dark down here? I can't see the pops. Like, calm down, bro. I'm doing a podcast. Just come here.
Chill, man. Just tell him to say hi. Tell him to say hi.
Wave your hand and say hi.
Pick him up, bro.
No, I don't put him on camera.
All right.
I don't do them thing there. You never know who's watching. But
them.
But this is what is this? This is our last. This has been an hour. Like this is a quick hour.
Yeah,
this was a quick hour.
It's too betting on yourself.
Yeah,
betting on yourself.
Trust yourself. Actually, I posted on Facebook the other day. I said, "Trust your gut and your butt."
Trust your gut and the 20 pounds of oxtail.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna work on how we end our shows because we're gonna work on that. But yeah, this is another episode of Shot Club. We're here every Sunday at 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in. My son is saying bye to everybody.
Bye, son.
And yes. Before we go, make sure you follow us, Shot Club Podcast on IG, YouTube. Follow me, Yaudish Cheza. Follow Mo Littles at Mo Littles. Also fly at It's David Solomon and Inspired by FC.
That's it.
And follow Mr. Saint Jason. You got to change your name because Jack called me.
That's Saint.
Doesn't really work.
Saint. I am. I know.
Have you changed it or you're going to? Okay.
Changing it right now. Changing it right now.
Okay. And big up to Tony, Renee, and Lola and Ayub for joining us as always. And then, yeah.
Take us away, Trace.
Take us away, Bass.
Shot Club Podcast, like, share.
Come on.
Shot Club Podcast, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified. You never know when we going live. Casual Fans, Thursday, Friday.
Bum. We going live all the time.
Emo's